Okay, mics are on.
Hello, hello. The kids don't know that song, whatever kids are listening to this. Welcome to Bitch Talk. I'm your host, Erin.
And I'm co-host Ange, a.k.a. Captain Party.
And for more than 11 years, the show has celebrated underrepresented voices in pop culture and beyond.
But not in the snore kind of way, which is why our listeners and followers have graciously voted us Best of the Bay, Best Podcast on 48 Hills for 3 years in a row. Three-peat, bitches.
If you like what you hear, follow us on Instagram and check out our website, Bitch Talk Podcast, and rate us wherever you listen to podcasts.
We're begging you to judge us. When does that ever happen? Oh, you're not going to say anything?
Oh, what'd I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, on with the show. Clink.
Hey guys, it's been a minute since we've brought you a basic bitch. It's been a few months, maybe a few years, maybe a few decades.
In dog years.
Yeah.
Podcast years are
Okay.
different from dog years.
Yeah.
Okay. And we realize that a lot of shit's fucked up right now. If you follow, Erin is in charge of our social medias, and you can see where we stand and the organizations and the people we support and who we follow. But this episode is meant to be one of celebrating.
Yeah.
And honestly, finding joy in these dark fucking times is another form
Yes.
of activism.
Yeah.
So this is a celebration, bitch, because we're 12.
We're a whole 12 years
Officially preteen.
old of Bitch Talk.
Our pubes have started growing.
Ew.
Podcast-wise.
Ew. Podcast pubes. Is that a podcast? I bet it is. Podcast pubes. That's our next podcast.
No. But a photo shoot would be kind of funny.
Yeah, that goes back to your, what are they called? Muffs. What are they called?
Oh, Merkin.
Yeah. I think this goes way back to Merkins.
Anyways, we digress. We're
digress.
12 years old.
We're 12 years
In July.
Young. But yeah, dog years, that's how it feels. I feel as old as my dogs.
Okay, our podcast has just started growing pubes, but in real life, we both have white pubes.
I can neither confirm nor deny
You're
that
the
statement.
first one. I have more white hairs on my head, but you have more white hairs on your pubes.
You don't
or
know
so
that.
I've heard.
Yeah, you don't know anything.
I've heard from around the bend.
Who's bend? Anyways, sorry.
Who's bending who?
Oof. Nobody, because we're old and everything hurts. Nothing's bending. But yes, we're celebrating, and this is actually the first of, we hope, many, and we'll see how often we can actually do these when we're in the same town, by the way.
Once a month is the goal.
That's not, we tried that 2 months ago, and it's happened,
Okay,
it took
well,
2
I'm,
months.
well, I'm an optimist,
I love
and
that.
you're an Eeyore.
I love that for you. But yeah, we'll try to do this quarterly. I like saying quarterly. Gives us a little space. But we're doing these our favorite neighborhoods in San Francisco, since we have been here for a very long time. We're dinosaurs basically at this point as residents of San Francisco. And we're in the Inner Richmond.
And this is the neighborhood that we met in. We were both living in at the time. Erin is still living here.
I'm still here.
She's as old as the oak trees that line the streets. Just kidding.
Probably.
But we both met while we were living in this neighborhood, so we knew when we kick off this neighborhood series, it had to be the Inner Richmond.
Yeah.
Because this is the start of our friendship.
This is the start of a beautiful thing.
And
yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know.
Well, okay. For those of you that have listened, I had my doubts. But she's kind of like a fungus, you know? They grow on you, and then they become mushrooms, and they're delicious.
Okay. I don't... Yeah.
So, we live the Inner Richmond, which, for those of you who are not from the city, this is a neighborhood that is north north of Golden Gate Park, the avenues. So I lived on Fifth Avenue. Erin lived off of Geary.
Yeah.
And this is where we met when we were working at Edelman Productions together.
Yes.
And we started bar hopping once Erin became single. She was kind of boring before that. We started bar hopping in this neighborhood together.
Yeah.
Nameably. Is that the word?
Nameably?
Nameably? Mostly.
What word?
Namedly.
No, that's not a word.
Okay.
Namely?
At the place,
Namely?
Namely, at the place where we are right in this moment, which is the 540 Club, which is a bar that I have had love for since I first lived in this neighborhood. It's on Clement Street in between 6th and 7th Avenue. And I remember back in the day, we used to come here on Saturdays when they had free food. Do you remember that?
I don't think I came with you.
You did. I remember
On
it was
Saturdays?
me, you, or Sundays. And it was Gabe who we
Yes,
used to work
I have a
with,
picture
and like
of that.
Suchi, and
Yeah.
and we had like chicken barbecue sticks,
Sure.
chicken skewers. They used to have free food here,
Right.
back in the heyday of the early aughts.
Yes, the
in San
early-
Francisco, or the mid aughts.
Early to mid. Yes.
They used to have a pool table. They no longer have it,
Yeah.
but they do have some good arcade games
Yeah.
here,
They do.
including Tetris. So they have some OG games.
A large Tetris, I feel.
Yes, and a really good variety of beers on tap. And on Sundays, one of our favorite bartenders in the city. We have to say, we have to give him a shout out.
Yeah, well, Ben, a.k.a.
Soup Slut.
We met him the day that Jimmy Carter died.
That's his claim to fame.
Do you all remember when that happened?
You're welcome,
Anyways,
It changed his life that day.
the day America died, but we met Ben. You're welcome.
But yeah, it's just a cool neighborhood bar. It always has been. A lot has changed in this neighborhood, but this bar really hasn't. Still has the same vibes. The people that come in know each other. They know the bartender. You could bring your dog. And if you come here on a Sunday, which I highly recommend, Jungle Dog is here with their hot dogs, and I just fucking inhaled one, and it was incredible.
She did inhale that dog.
Elijah and Mike will take good care of you. I got mine spicy because that's how I roll. So I had Thai chilies on
She
it.
told them middle-aged. First of all, I'm going to give a background. She got
All
real
right.
hyphy about it. She's like, make it spicy. She's like, being Angela about it. And then she was
Ew,
like, well,
don't call me Angela.
Well, and then she was like, well, actually,
Middle-aged spicy.
middle-aged spicy because now I just scared myself.
Facts. So the Jungle Dog has lemongrass, ginger, garlic, pork sausage.
Oh,
And it's a foot-long sausage. The sausage is longer than the bun. Duh.
that's what she said.
The carpet matches the drapes.
Podcast pubes.
Okay, that's another shirt. We're coming out with a
Yeah.
line
Yeah.
that is going to fucking
Oh, I can't wait to
knock
tell
your
you
pubes off.
my next shirt.
No, but anyway, back to this dog. It's on a toasted banh mi roll, topped with crispy fried shallots, pickled red cabbage, homemade
Delish.
roasted garlic aioli, and
Delish.
fresh cilantro.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Pass.
she's sick.
Hard pass.
Her taste buds are dead inside.
Yep.
I added Thai chilies, but you can also, it's called Leaf It Be, make it a lettuce wrap.
Oh.
If you're trying to be healthy.
Next time I'll do that.
So, yeah.
Leaf it be.
Come here. Okay. Anyways, she just got it. So yeah, the 540 was the clear choice for us.
Yeah, of course.
And anything else you want to say about the Inner Richmond for people that don't know this
Yeah, of
neighborhood? Because
course.
we're giving Inner Richmond all the love today.
It's my neighborhood, and it's funny because my husband, who moved to my house 7-8 years ago, I don't remember, didn't really ever come over here. And then once he landed here, he's like, man, I really missed out on a lot of stuff. I'm like, yeah, you did. But this neighborhood has a lot of mainstays. I've been here 20 years this month, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, and Green Apple Books is here if you want an independent bookstore. They are one of the best in the city. It's a huge store. If you visit there, make sure you have at least an hour to just wander through there. Like, really.
It looks small, but it's huge.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
got
you go
upstairs,
downstairs,
yeah.
upstairs.
They have a side room. It's a whole thing. So Green Apple Books. On Sundays, there's a great farmers market that we go to. But I also want to mention every day you've got Asian markets open that have every kind of vegetable, fruit, produce. Asian spices, everything. They've got everything. So we've also got dim sum, a large collection, which I love, of dim sum options.
Some of the best in the city.
Yeah,
and
I would argue
the best. Yeah,
probably the
right.
best.
Inner and Outer Richmond
Yes.
collectively.
Yeah,
and I live next to Chinatown, and Chinatown obviously has good dim sum, but definitely out here it's something special.
Yeah,
and that is what I love. When I first moved here in '99, I moved every year to different neighborhoods, and I just the Inner Richmond has always been my favorite because it's a neighborhood. It's not touristy, and even in the 10, 15 years that have passed since I last lived here, or 20 years, whatever it was. Fuck. Anyways, this is not funny. First of all, pubes.
not 20.
Okay,
15 maybe?
2008, 2009, 17.
Yeah.
Anyways, a lot has changed, but it still is neighborhoody. It still feels like locals, not touristy, and I love that about the Inner Richmond. And I remember a lot of times I was living off Fifth and Clement. They tried to have a Starbucks. They tried to open, and the neighborhood was like, "Fuck no, we're supporting our local spots, and you're not going to run them out of here."
Yeah,
and I just love this neighborhood for that.
Yeah, I do want to shout out Fleetwood.
Yes.
Is in this neighborhood. I don't remember exactly. I think it was like maybe pandemic-ish that Nico moved her business from the TL Tenderloin to out here on Clement Street. But that's who we get all our shit designed by, printed by. So Fleetwood's out here like 2 blocks from this place. I mean, she might walk in today. Let's just be honest. But yeah, I feel lucky to live pretty close to here. I can either walk or bus or drive. It's great.
This neighborhood is also the home to the biggest Burmese restaurants in the city, which Burma Superstar,
there's
of course.
3, yeah.
But our favorite, right? I can say you as well, is
it's
Mandalay
yeah.
off of California. Really kind owners, beautiful restaurant, and the food is just fucking top notch. The most unique salads you'll ever eat. Really good, beautifully cooked beef. I specifically like their beef dishes.
So do I.
Just, really quality food. And a lot of people haven't tried Burmese food, so come out to the Inner Richmond to get your Burma on.
Yeah. I mean, I get going to like Burma Superstar. That's what everyone knows. But if you can, go to Mandalay. Less of a wait, too.
And it's just down the street.
And I think they just got in the last year a Michelin star.
Did they? Holy shit.
They got recognized by a Michelin guide, yeah.
I love that.
So maybe there will be an equal weight now, but I definitely, it's just a different vibe. It's really fun to be in there.
It feels like a family owns it and runs it.
Yeah, it's a unique space. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Mandalay. Now I want it. Thank you.
Hey, we have time. The night is young.
It is, because the light's still out. The sun is still
out. The skylight.
Hey guys, we haven't done this in a minute, so
I don't know. What else is there to say? Really good bars with pool tables. If you're a pool player, come out to the Richmond.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say is just it's a bunch of small businesses, and that's why I love it. Mm-hmm. And you'll find everything you need on this, few blocks stretch of Clement Street. You just will.
Also, if you are craving any sort of Asian staples, if you come from immigrant parents or an immigrant yourself from any countries in Asia, this is where I come to get my longanisa. This is where I come when we have lumpia wrapping parties. Mm-hmm. This is the neighborhood I go to get all those supplies. So.
Or if you want a hamburger, just go to Hamburger Haven. Also, it's a great diner, and you can get breakfast there in the morning. It's like if you're going back in time. It's really fun. And
for those of you that are not from here and you're coming as a tourist, you can come to this neighborhood and tell your friends back home, and you'll be fucking, the insider track on the Inner Richmond, because this is not a tourist spot. And we do want to kind of keep it on the low because we want to keep it local. But those of you that are down, you can come.
Only those of you who are down. We don't want the other people.
And with that note, that's our neighborhood love.
Yeah.
That's our tribute to the Inner Richmond. Also, anybody that goes on our website, the photos that we took, our first big photo shoot in the streets.
Yes.
Those were all taken in the Richmond.
And also in the studio.
Yeah. That is in the Inner Richmond. Yeah. Chloe Jackman Photography.
That's right. CJP, bitches.
Boom. Bitches.
So,
what more could you want?
We've done a lot here.
Out of a neighborhood.
We've done a lot.
Done a lot of dirt.
There's a lot of things that have happened on this street.
If these streets could talk.
Yeah, yes. Anyways, moving on.
It's hard to, okay, we haven't done a basic since April, as we said at the top of this.
Yes.
So we're going to just kind of give you a glimpse,
I guess,
of kind of some of the shit that we've been doing that has been really awesome, because June was crazy.
Yeah.
June was non-stop.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop.
I would like to, okay, go ahead.
Go.
I would like to give a shout out to my co-host here, because you are now a multi-co-host. And I
Dual.
feel like I'm watching her cheat on me live.
Oh.
And I'm sort of dealing with it, with
sorry.
my therapist. No,
Probably. Are you? I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. But I'm so proud of you.
Oh.
For those of you that don't know, Erin is the co-host of the second season of Bounce with KALW. She's the host, bitch. She's the bad bitch. And you've hosted events for the podcast. I was there at your graduation, which we should also talk about.
God,
so
yeah.
Can you just give us a glimpse of what's that been for you?
What have I been doing?
And also, you don't have to be so happy about it. You also love me the most.
I do. You're top of mind always. I don't know. September last year. I think we talked about it at some point.
But it went live and we had events and stuff.
Yeah, sure. So I was in an audio academy with one of our public radio stations. Actually, our oldest public radio station in San Francisco, KALW. It was a bunch of adults gaining new skills, gaining new audio skills. We all had different backgrounds, either in audio, film, whatever. And we hit the streets. We were there for 9.5 months on a weekly basis, sometimes twice a week. We had people coming all the way from Sacramento, Concord, San Jose for this program, and we all finished last month, and we had a graduation, which I didn't know what to prepare for.
I wasn't prepared to cry. I'll just put that multiple times.
And just crying the whole time. But so, out of this academy, because I wanted to cover a little bit of our new WNBA team.
A little bit.
I literally pitched two things that had to do with each other, but the new WNBA team in San Francisco, the Golden State Valkyries, that just sparked a whole, conversation internally, and they wanted to revive this podcast that was really about the Warriors leaving Oakland, and now we're focusing on the Golden State Valkyries in San Francisco and in the inaugural year, so now I'm the host of that. Seriously, that's what happened.
I love it.
Do you want to do this? What do you think? Do you think you can do this? And I'm like, I think I can do it. I don't know. Why not? I don't know. I need to focus. Well, it's different. We get to do our own thing, but this is
it's different, but it's
same but
all
different.
Of this has led up to this moment.
Right.
It just made perfect sense.
I was talking to someone in the academy who was asking me after we graduated, so how did you get to this, and what were you doing? And people knew I had a podcast, but I've literally been doing this for 12 years. And I hope that I have some skills to bring to a podcast to host it about women in sports.
If you need what's it called on your resume? If you need a reference,
yes,
put my number down.
I will. It's always on there.
I have some thoughts.
There's a stamp on there that's just call Angela. Call me Angela.
It's the second time you called me Angela.
Because,
it sounds
anyways,
weird.
so yeah, I'm hosting this podcast about the Valkyries. It's fucking crazy. I really love it.
It's so good.
It's not only about the Valkyries. It's what is happening because of the Valkyries, and what conversations we're having because of this WNBA team that's here and that's badass and that is doing kind of the most for an expansion team that hasn't happened in 17 years. There's not been another expansion team since 2008, since Obama, you guys. The first Obama. That's how long it's been. So I
had 0 white hairs back then.
Oh, I was I don't want to tell you what I did on election night, but
oh my God, who
and it
you
wasn't.
did?
It wasn't in the it wasn't in the Inner Richmond. Well, maybe, but on the other side of the park. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh my God, in the park?
Not in the park, in the car. It's fine. Nobody needs to know.
How close
I
was
told
it?
you.
How close was it to the place where you pooped in the park And you had to use your sock.
far away. No,
Okay.
that's on opposite sides of the park. Anyways, why are you talking about that? Gross. So yeah,
I think of you in Golden Gate Park, that's what I think of.
I'm glad we're talking about the Valkyries and that. But anyways, it's called Bounce. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. We would love your support.
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful podcast. And it's KLW is next level. Talk about community building, uplifting voices, events that are free to the public. Just come on in and like have food, have drink, and be in community. I love this organization. I'm so glad you opened me up to their world. And I will say we have to transition to your graduation now because that was a fucking night.
Yes. So didn't know what I was getting into. I invited just, a few, like family, which Ange is.
And me.
No,
Oh,
family.
let's talk about our WhatsApp
No,
group.
we don't need to.
It's called Family and Ange.
That's our next documentary. Anyways.
That's a chapter in my book. Family and Ange. My life as an orphan.
So the backstory is the people that run the academy, like our mentors and whatever, asked like, oh, who would you want to be a speaker at your graduation? I don't think anyone like gave names or anything. So I was like, I asked and they're like, no one's given up any names. So I gave 3 names. One of them was Kamau Bell, who's been on our podcast, who's a Celebrity Jeopardy winner. He's like doing all the things right now, but also a friend of the show. He's our cousin, brother, whatever. So we get to the graduation, and then this motherfucker walks in, Kamau Bell. Or no, you told me he was there. Someone told me.
He was walking. He's parked to miss.
Yes.
And
he's giant.
KLW, the whole front of the office space, or the community room is glass, is windows. So I saw him walking, and I was like, oh, is he just walking by? That's so random. And he came in. And I was like, what the fuck? And I ran to her like, did you know he's going to be here? And you were like, no.
Nobody told me.
He was there with his daughter, Juno, his middle daughter. And so he walked in and we were like, fuck, this is crazy.
So I walked up to him and I said hi. And it's funny if Kamau listens to this. So here's the thing, right? We've had him on the show. We sort of hang out, but we see each other. We all see
Monthly.
each other at the same things, but like, we haven't had a proper, like, off-mic hang, right? But when we see him in places, I'm always like, hey, how are you? Great to see you. And then I turn around and leave. And each time now I do that, he's like, what? You're not just going to hang out? And I'm like, well, like, everyone wants to talk to him, too. So I don't know what our place is in the world.
Exactly.
With him. And he's like, I thought we were friends. And I'm like, oh, my God, come out. Like, I don't know. But I did go up and say hi. Didn't know he was the speaker. I didn't even get to introduce him to my sister. Like, I had no idea what was going on. It was a lot. It was a lot
you were
going on.
also graduating, and graduations are very emotional, and it's the end of this crazy ride that you were on.
Crazy ride.
Like, I can't even imagine what you were processing on that night. And then Kamau walks in.
And then, why don't you...
And then, so
talk
he
about this
is clearly the, what is it called? The keynote speaker.
He's the keynote speaker.
And Kamau is doing Kamau things, which is inspiring, speaking from his heart, giving real life advice, not just business advice. And ultimately, his message was be fucking kind and keep doing things that you're passionate about, basically, and the rest will fall into place. But always be about what you're doing.
Yes, it was like, be kind, always be contenting.
Contenting. That's
Yes.
what I meant by be about what you're doing.
Yeah. Also, it was kind of like be curious, but there was another thing about like, you don't always have to have a plan, which I loved. Because I'm like, honestly, if you talk to me this time last year, I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm going to be in Audio Academy with the oldest public radio station in San Francisco, and then I'm going to host a podcast about the latest WNBA team. Like, that was not ever in the books. I honestly thought I was just going to go, like update my skills, maybe learn some new things, think about how we could do bitch talk differently, report some news, and like, okay, cool. But no, it was not the plan.
Well, something that connected with me too was he was like, always say yes to something that you're interested in because you never know what will come of it.
Yes.
Like, like as a side note, I've been taking improv classes, and now I'm going to start the third. Like I did improv 1, improv 2. I'm starting improv 3 next week, and it's like I'm not doing it because I want to be an improv performer. Like I really don't have no intention of ever doing improv in front of a group, but I'm learning skills that that are making me, that are so fun, that I feel like are making me more confident in my regular life, but not only more confident, but just looking at the world and my interaction with people in a different way. So this is just to say, like, whenever I tell people that I'm taking improv, like, oh, why? And it's like, but what do you mean why? Other than just, like, because it's fun and it's something new and you never know where it's going to lead you. And so when he was saying that, I was like, yeah, I totally believe in that so much. That as long as you're continually doing things that you're curious about, things that are fun to you, things that are fulfilling, then it will grow, it will blossom in other things. It just will. Because if you're happy and if you're growing, then that will shine out to the rest of your life.
The other thing, too, I think you and I both have in common about this whole conversation and doing new things and da-da-da-da, we wanted to be in different spaces with different people. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to meet new people.
We both have said that to each other.
It's just like, we love each other. We are in each other's business every day.
She loves me a little too much.
Probably. But this is why we're where we are at today, in this minute. But like, we want to expand the circle, we want to freshen things up, refresh things, whatever. And that was part of my reasoning to be in the academy. And I met 8 other cool adults.
That you never would have otherwise.
Never.
Yeah,
so,
same. Yeah. Same for me.
So anyways, Kamau was giving this great commencement, keynote speech, whatever, with his daughter there, which was so cute. And
then as he's giving all these talking points, he's like basically saying something along the lines of like, you never know who is going to have a story or something that you can learn from or you can gain from. And he points to the next person he sees walking past the window, and he's like, that guy, he has a story. And the guy notices him pointing at him, and Kamau is a very noticeable person. Yeah. And he freaks out and he runs in and he's like, congratulations on winning Celebrity Jeopardy. And then he's like, can I come in? And everyone's like kind of shocked, like, okay. He runs up to the front, stands with Kamau, and starts talking about, like, he's an artist, or he's curating an art exhibit about Frida Kahlo and her time in San Francisco. And he's just like saying all these like really beautiful inspirational things about the art that he's doing, and like I'm ready to go to his art exhibit.
While he had a physical camera around his neck.
He had a camera, he's taking
pictures the whole time, so he's always be contenting. And also, yeah. Well, then he ran in though, he's like, you won Celebrity Jeopardy, oh my God. And then he like noticed his daughter, who basically helped Kamau win Celebrity Jeopardy.
She gave the juju, yeah. But that was another thing that Kamau said, was like, whenever you're working with someone, and for us as Bitch Talk, any guests that we ever have, make sure they know that they're valued and we're lucky to have them. They're not lucky to be in our we're lucky to be working with them. And everybody that you're working with should feel that way, should feel valued. And this guy came in and he basically exhibited all of the traits that Kamau was slanging.
Every single point
and it was
this guy in the flesh. Like every single fucking
and your
thing.
Sister thought it was like rehearsed, right?
A lot of people
was
did.
Like, that was planned.
And then he was like, and we're putting on this free poetry reading this Saturday. Anyone can come. I mean, it was like, it was magic.
His events were things that we would have wanted to go to anyway, also, which was crazy. But that's the Kamau effect, I guess.
It was magical. So yeah.
But we had 2 special Kamau events. That wasn't even the only one. I finally got to see him perform.
Finally, she got to see a stand-up.
When was the first time we interviewed him? 2018?
2018.
After 7 years of knowing him, I've finally seen him perform live.
Yes.
Oh my God. Talk about fucking a dose of like serum to the heart. Like, he is medicinal.
Yeah.
Seeing him. Because he tells it like it is, but he's not doom and gloom about. I mean, he's very realistic, but he's also like hopeful and funny. Obviously, his daughter.
Juno was there again.
His back and forth with his daughter, who is so special. Yeah, it was a good time at the Berkeley Rep.
Yeah.
And it was for a good cause.
Yeah, all the ticket sales went to, I think it was 9 different arts nonprofits in the Bay, because you know what's happening to arts nonprofits across the board. If you don't know, you can Google that.
And we had a special after hours.
Well, so then
we did not expect to meet who we met that night.
So then, Kamau told us, just come by and say hi afterwards. So we did, and he was having a meet and greet with people that paid for it. So we're like, well, we don't need to go in for that.
Yes, we didn't want to intrude
for that shit, so they need to have their time. So then, we were let in, and well, we knew he was there. So it was a basketball player part of the dream team, like the big dream team. Ange can go into that part. And also he's a former Golden State Warrior. His name's Chris Mullen. And I grew up watching him play basketball for the Warriors. And he's now a commentator for the Warriors here. And I guess he and Kamau are homies. And it was just hilarious because he just hung out, he and his wife. And whoever that friend was, whatever.
And his wife was hyphy in the best way possible. Yeah. She was like, what? Bitch Talk, I love podcasts. Why don't you have Chris on? Yeah. He'll come on. Here's my number. Here's my... she was so cool.
Yes, we are connected now on Instagram. And we took a really random photo. It's like the most random thing you've ever seen. And I want Ange to talk about her interaction with Chris Mullen.
Okay, so I went up to him and I was like, be honest, who was your least favorite teammate on the dream team?
The least favorite. And he was like, what?
But then he did answer right away. And I'm not going to, we'll have him on. And if he wants to share it with the public, he can. But he definitely gave an anser. There's a cliffhanger there for you. I
heard something. I'm not going to say it. And I think it's a player that I, of course, had a major crush on when I was in high school or I was very young.
Oh, I'm sure. You had a crush on most people, I feel like. Well, I thought you had a crush on always, the gay one.
What are you talking... Anyways.
In boy bands.
Boy bands, but I'm talking about in basketball.
Okay.
Does his name start with a C? And last name starts with an L?
I don't remember.
Oh. Ange was also,
No. I'm going to look it up. I will remember if I see the names.
I remember. He said this one name out loud, and that's why I remember. Because I'm like, I had a huge crush on that player. Anyways, doesn't matter.
No, but it was hilarious because he answered my question. Yes. And I was like, you're going to be an excellent guest on Bitch Talk.
Well, also, Ange was right. She's like, if you say bet or favorite, that's stupid. Ask your least favorite. Yeah, it's boring.
I mean, he played with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. Come on. Right. That's too easy.
Yeah.
But he answered. So that was another thing that has definitely brought us a lot of joy in these dark times.
I mean, it was just that was after we kind of, finagled our way to have speaking of the Valkyries, Golden State Valkyries game on one television screen in a restaurant that had only the NBA playoffs on. So thank you to Pizzeria de Laura in Berkeley.
Pizzeria de Laura.
Yeah.
Another thing that I want to give a shout out to is Ricky's, San Francisco's first women's sports bar.
Yes.
Officially is open. And we were there for the soft opening and the actual opening.
Yeah.
And it was fucking wild. I haven't seen a line out the door for a bar like that ever, I think, in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Ever. Maybe for a club, but not a bar. Or for a buffet.
A buffet.
You know how that strip club buffet has a line out the door?
Yeah.
But this was for a bar. This is for a bar.
Right.
In a city where there are more bars than anything else, there was a line.
Yeah. Down the street.
It was a very proud moment.
It was fun. It was fun to be there. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did a recording with the owners, and so go back a couple of episodes and find out with the owners of Ricky's why they're doing it, why they did it, the name, all the things. Yeah.
Drinks, food. It was
space.
It really surpassed everything that we could have expected, and it's a very spacious bar.
Mm-hmm.
even so, there was a line out the door, but it is one of the bigger bars in the city. And if you're visiting, it's off of Castro. You can either take the church exit or the Castro exit on Muni and walk there.
Yep.
And you can bring your kids.
Yep, that's the most important, I think, for them.
It's a really special place. It's a very friendly, open space for a safe space for whoever you are. If you just are there to show love and support. Really proud to have it in San Francisco. Finally. We've been wanting this.
Forever,
What else?
forever.
Oh, what else? What else? Oh, what else? I did want to give a shout out to a friend of the show, but the funny thing is he was on Bitch Talk when I wasn't even a co-host, Frankie Quinones.
Oh.
Because I went to Portland for...
Oh, right. Oh, my God. I forgot you did that.
Yes.
All right.
I went to Portland for the recording of his Hulu special.
Yeah.
His Hulu comedy special that's coming out in October. We're going to have him on the show close to when the special comes out. But I last minute flew to Portland to be with some really close friends from high school to support our friend recording this special at Revolution Hall in Portland. And none other than the Ali Wong was fucking directing it, who is talk about bucket list for Bitch Talk. Maybe when we're 13. I feel like once we're 13, Ali Wong will be on. Yeah,
sure.
Then we'll be ready for her.
Yeah, mature enough.
But she was the director, and so I'd never been to a recording of a comedy
it's different.
special before.
Yeah.
So the crane, everything, like you walk in and all the cameras are set up, and Ali comes out before he starts and just kind of gives us a lowdown of like, okay, we're going to be recording. If he talks to you, and please stay afterwards so you can sign a release form, like all the things. And she's like hyping him up, which is just wild to see, like a hero of ours hyping up my friend from college. It was very surreal. He talk about tearing up. I couldn't have been more proud of any friend in my whole life than watching him. No, okay. I couldn't have been more equal.
Yes.
But I'm just going to say he's very vulnerable, more vulnerable than he's ever been on a comedy special or anything. And I'm just really proud of him. And his parents were there, and I love his parents. And the funniest part was afterwards they had to do pickups for the show. Yeah. If they didn't get the audio right, if they didn't get the right angle or whatever. So the funniest thing was hearing Ali Wong ask him, like, okay, now can you pick up the gordita bit? Like, just her saying, like, these Spanish terms. And it was hilarious. It was very surreal, but be on the lookout for Frankie Quinones, his comedy special on Hulu. Our episode with him will be coming out in October, but it was, it was a highlight of the summer for sure.
Do you feel it was comedy, or do you feel like it's a one-man show type of deal?
No, it was comedy.
Okay.
And it was, he plays characters, so most of you probably know, if you know him as Creeper from Cholo Fit, but he has a lot of different characters that he plays. This was just him. No characters. Okay. I didn't know, because sometimes, he'll come out as a different character every time. But this one was just him. Hilarious as fuck, but very raw and it was just...
vulnerable.
It was so good.
You're vulnerable right now.
Oh, don't talk about me. This isn't about me. But, so that was... Yeah. In a nutshell. No, this is me in a nutshell. Help, I'm in a nutshell.
Oh, is that improv?
Austin Powers.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Yeah.
So, you've been busy.
No, I haven't.
Well,
I mean, I have. Have I?
Talking about in the hospital?
Okay.
We could do a tale of two hospital visits, because I got one, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
You start.
Okay, so Ange... it's been, was this the year, or was it last year that you and your sister were like, we're not going to travel as much, and then you just ended up, I don't remember, maybe it was 2 years ago, but Ange wasn't going to travel as much, and I don't think you have, but you're still out of town a lot, ish, so I don't know. So Ange went out of town, very proud of her though, because it was like, you needed a 2-week respite from this crazy shit. And I did not take a vacation, but I guess I'm only hearing this now, but we both had a tale of two different, not even hospital, but like doctor / urgent care visits, maybe?
No, mine wasn't urgent.
Mine? Okay.
No, a tale of two doctor visits.
Okay,
That's what I'm calling it. Yeah.
So
I don't know anything about yours, but I'm just calling it that.
Okay, so she I guess went to the doctor for some reason in Mexico, but I here in the States, basically I've had a hole in the pit of my stomach for like 2.5 weeks. That's all I can say. Or like cramping. It's been weird, but it was also around my period, but then also like maybe I'm perimenopausal, perimeni, all these things. So I was like waiting it out because, you know, I don't want to pay $1 million for nothing because that's the times that we're living in. So anyways, it was getting too much. I'm like, I just need to figure this out. Called the doctor. They were able to get me in morning of, with different doctor, but still, she was great. She was a resident, Dr. Yamamoto, so cute, and like literally sat down and listened to everything, went over everything. Her attending, or whatever they're called attending, but the ones that are kind of like
Overseeing.
thank you, was awesome. I loved her. Very no nonsense. Super cool, but they were really concerned about this abdominal pain, and they were like, we think you need a CT scan. I'm like, okay. They're like, can you go today? I'm like, well, I have to go to work, but if you guys think I need to go now, then I'm gonna do this. I'm by myself. They get me into a CT scan, so I have to cross the street, whatever, walk in, and so I walk up to the desk of the CT scan office. And the woman that's behind the desk, I was like, hi, I'm checking in. My doctor just called and they said that you can fit me in at some point. And she looked at me, she's like, oh yeah. She's like, I really want to apologize. Because I was like, oh, is there, I don't know how it actually happened, but I was like, is there a copay? Because the way that she was acting was a little like, I don't want to tell you. She's like, normally on the phone, I'll tell people the cost. I'm like, so what's the cost of this? She's like, it's $600.
On top of your insurance.
On top of my $600 plus insurance a month. By myself, by the way.
Just for the CT scan or for the whole shebang?
CT scan.
Fuck.
So I laughed out loud. I really did. And I wasn't laughing in her face. It was just like me laugh. Like, yeah, of course. Like, of course it's $600. And I'm like, so do I have to pay it all now? How does that work? She's like, you can pay it all now. We'll bill you later, whatever you want. So I was like, okay, let's just I'll charge $200 so I feel like I paid for something. So anyways.
What the actual fuck? This is our system.
$600. So in 1 month, I've paid over $1,200 for medical for one person. Anyways, plus the copay to see the doctor.
I'm telling you right now.
I know.
The next time you're feeling ill, buy a flight to Mexico. It'll be cheaper to fly. Stay for free at the homie's house.
I know.
And see the fucking doctor.
Look,
I know, but you're also in pain. But this is ridiculous. And I've had multiple friends that have done this. That something's wrong with them. Someone had like an toothache, mysterious disease that nobody can track down. They go stay with my friend in Mexico until they figure it out.
Yeah.
Fuck this. I'm
I know.
so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But at this point, you're hurting. Of course, you're like, I gotta figure it out.
And the doctors felt like it was urgent, so I was like,
yeah.
And I don't look. Long story short, it was a very, I told Ange before, it was a very kind of lonely process, which I didn't love, but I also know, like, doctors are doing their job, they're getting people in and out, but, yeah, it was a weird feeling, but ultimately, I'm okay. I got to see my organs, so that was cool in 90 minutes. I saw everything, and everything looks good. Even my liver, she's like, your liver looks great, and I'm like, oh my God.
Dive Bar red wine is good for the liver, everybody. You heard it here first.
Well, I'll also say they ask so many times how many drinks you've had in 1 week.
I always say the
month.
same thing.
And I'm like, I told the doctor at some point, I'm like, it depends on the news of the day, like, honestly. And she laughed. I'm like, but I'm serious. She's like, yeah, that's fair.
You know what I say?
What?
2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 drinks. I always say the same thing. Just 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 drinks at a time.
Yeah, but...
But bum.
Yeah. So, yeah. the hammering away of how much I drink, and then they're like, your liver looks great. I'm like, great. I'm so proud to hear that. I don't know. I'm doing the best. But I have a little fibroid that they found, but they don't think that's what's causing anything. They said it's like the tiniest of tiny, but they found that. But everything looks good. So I don't know. I don't think I paid $600 for nothing, because now I know all the organs look good.
You can relax a little bit.
So
and
maybe, yeah.
Especially for someone like you.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, you stress about things.
I do. I stress about the world, y'all.
But also, you can relax about that.
Sure. About my health?
Yeah.
But of course, and even Jeff, I came home that day and I still wasn't feeling great. I was having like pains in the doctor's office, and I came home and he's like, watch, tomorrow it's going to be better. And you know what? By the next day, it was not 100% better, but I was feeling better. And it's been gradually better every day. But I haven't had a drink until today, and I've had one drink in 3 hours. And I've been like mostly on ish. It doesn't matter, a bland diet, because that's all I want. But then, like I have a craving for pizza, and I'm like, I just want sauce and cheese. And but yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what happened, but it was concerning. But I'm okay. What was your office or doctor's office visit like? It wasn't $600.
Well, it was because of you. I don't think you remember. I've been complaining about my vision. How my eyesight is just like, it's getting worse. Yeah. We've been to multiple movies and shows, and I'm like, what does it say? And like everybody has to tell me, what it says on the sign or on the screen or on the menu. And so Erin was like, and I was like, I have to go to the doctor or eye doctor, but my therapist said that my eye insurance isn't the best, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And Erin is like, why don't you just go in Mexico? And I was like, good one. And I was like, wait, why don't I just go in Mexico?
Yeah,
so I spent the first part of my trip at Secrets, adults only.
Go back like 2 to 3 episodes of our basics. Each year she's been to Secrets.
With my sister.
And finally, by the third visit, she's like, oh yeah, I think it isn't like...
A swingers.
A swingers
No. But I go with
resort.
my sister. It's
so
like
that
our
makes it
thing.
better. Yeah.
Sisters Who Secrets. That's what I and I sent them
Barf.
a picture. Did I say this already? The Do Not Disturb sign?
No, yeah.
The Do Not Disturb sign said making secrets. So
Gross.
that was really very disgusting.
Yeah. So did you bring that home, though?
A room with my sister? No.
Oh. That'd be funny.
I mean, yeah. But no, it was fine. Whatever.
Next time. No, never mind.
So then I go to Merida to visit my friend Stephanie, who lives there. And I arrive at her house on Sunday night, so we just like go to dinner or whatever, and we chill. But on Monday, I was like, "Oh, I've been meaning to ask you if you have an eye doctor, because I just need a new prescription, because I could tell my eyesight is getting a little worse. It's not debilitating. I can see from whatever." And she was like, "Oh yeah, I have a doctor I go to." She gave me the number. I called. It was Monday afternoon. I got an appointment for Tuesday afternoon, the following day. So I was like, "All right, cool." So I show up. And right when I get there, I realize, like, oh, wait, I have to, like, talk to a doctor in Spanish. Like, I'm conversational, but I'm, like, bar and restaurant conversational.
Right.
Like, doctor terms or, like, eyesight. And I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. So the nurse calls me in. And the first thing I say to her was, puedo entender poquito español. Like, I can understand a little bit of Spanish. Just kind of letting her know. And her response was, que bueno. Like when a little kid is like, I wipe my own butt. You're like, very good. Que bueno. And I was like, wait, I'm not bragging. I'm telling you, like, I don't you're going to have to speak slowly, please. Like, whatever. So I was just cracking up at her response. And then, of course, she's only speaking to me in Spanish. And, like, she's taking a picture of my eyes and, like, whatever. And that was all fine. And then I walk into the doctor. All of this is happening in minutes. Everything just right away, barely any wait. And I walk into the doctor, and as soon as he sees me, he's like, oh, Inglés? And I was like, in Spanish. I was like, no, I can speak in Spanish if you speak slowly. And he was like, oh, English is fine. I was like, and then I repeated, like, well, I would prefer to practice in Spanish. But then I was like, but I don't want to accidentally tell a lie. And then he just goes, let's just do it in English, like in perfect English. I was like, okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
So
perfect.
He checks my eyes. He gives me a prescription. Everything, bing, bang, fast. And then he's like, And then I was like, thank you so much. I'm so relieved. Like, I've been needing to get a checkup for years, but it would just take too long. And he's like, yeah, what is it about the States? I hear that. I hear that all the time about how it's difficult, medical care there. And I was like, we don't have enough time, sir. Like, trust me.
Yeah.
I can't even get into it with you. But all in all, it was like a 20-minute visit, in and out. I got my prescription, $50. Yeah.
Yeah.
No insurance.
Yeah.
I wasn't even living there.
Right.
I didn't even have my passport. I was like, should I bring my passport? My friend was like, no, just bring ID. And I was like, okay, my California ID in Mexico. It could be that simple.
Yeah.
And this is Mexico, scary Mexico, where all the fucking monsters are coming from.
Oh, right.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Tale of two doctor visits.
Yeah, that was,
In
I
a
mean, just
nutshell.
medically speaking, it's just like, oh, it could be so simple.
It could be, but that doesn't benefit anyone except for the people using it.
We have the resources and the money.
Yeah,
It's just greed.
We live in the maybe the richest city in the States, if not the second. Anyways, yeah, over $1,200 in 1 month for medical care. Anyways,
Good one.
hilarious.
Hey, you had a funny story, I thought, about your mom.
Oh yeah. Are we ready for that?
Bring it. I've been waiting.
No, this is
Erin is the queen of blue balls, by the way. We're on the
welcome.
phone, and she's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to tell you."
My husband's the one that's like, "You're gonna talk about it now. You're not saving it." So
And
I tried.
so I've been waiting
him.
for this story.
No, it's just that life is ridiculous, as we all know, and then you get a call from your mom, who is on her way to the possibly future resting place of her cremated ashes to visit to see if this is where she wants to be. And her ridiculous question is to me, and she prefaced, she's like, just tell me, you can just be honest, but we're on our way to this place where we're looking at, it's her and my aunt, that we want to be, whatever, buried after we pass. It's up in Marin. It's supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to have like the most beautiful views. I'm like, but you're dead, but cool. Who's going to see them? The people that are alive. Not the people that are spending money. She's like, so how often are you going to visit me here? This happened yesterday morning, Saturday morning, you guys, before I went to work.
Wait. She's dead serious.
She was being serious.
But also, like, because it wouldn't be worth the money if you were only going to visit once a year?
No.
Like,
yes,
what was
the
cutoff?
money's different.
What
No,
was
the money's different because if you're in, like, a more beautiful place, it's not as accessible. So as I get older, like, can I climb a hill and go visit her grave? She's thinking this far ahead. And I was like, Mom, I didn't know, like, this time last week that I was going to have to go to the doctor and go get a CT scan. So, like, I can't tell you what the future's holding.
How often?
How often
You're like,
are you going to visit me?
In my planner, I have once a month. Is that enough?
And I told her, so she listens. There was no way in hell that I could not share that story on this podcast
Mom.
and on my future stand-up. There's no way I cannot share
Mom.
that. How often are you going to visit me when I'm dead?
TBD.
Dude, this is the world that I inhabit. So this is why I went to the doctor this week for CT scan.
I don't have at this point, I know we all should have one, but I don't have a will. But
You should write something
in
down.
the event of my passing, in the words of E40, sprinkle me.
Yeah, sprinkle me. I also was
Who
like,
cares where? Just sprinkle me. Sprinkle me.
I told her, I'm like, how about we do this? You get cremated, and I'll just sprinkle some of you up there. Don't even purchase a plot of land. I'll just go visit and sprinkle you.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
You can't write this shit. So anyways, happy 12 years.
We are 12, and yeah. Congratulations. We made it this far.
Congrats.
I'm super proud of Bitch Talking.
I am
I'm
too.
so proud of you.
Oh, same. Remember when you didn't think you wanted to do this at all, and then you
I'm
wouldn't even
still
listen?
on the fence.
Oh, come on already. You're
Sprinkle
good
me,
at this.
sprinkle me, sprinkle
You're
me,
good
sprinkle
at it.
me.
I think you like it.
I'm good at faking it. That's what he said.
Or she.
They. Pubes.
No. Podcasting pubes. Yeah.
And on that note,
Yeah.
let's do our
This bitch.
our new segment
Yeah. Do you
called
have
This Bitch.
Do you have yours?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You go first.
Okay, so I have to give some backstory here. I was in Mexico with my friend Stephanie, who we have a long history of traveling in the Yucatan together. And we first met in 2009, and we realized that this was our 16-year anniversary as friends. Because we met on June 26th, the day that Michael Jackson died.
Wow.
So I was visiting her at the end of June, so it was like, oh my God, this is our 16-year anniversary. So we decided to go on a road trip.
He didn't die in 2016.
No, June 26th, I said.
Oh, oops.
This was our 16-year anniversary.
Oh, my God.
Okay, she's not good at
morning.
listening. You have
Sorry.
headphones
I
on
know.
for a reason, buddy. Listen. He died on June 26th of 2009, which was 16 years
yes.
ago.
Okay, thank you.
So, anyways,
Jesus.
so we were like, let's go on a fucking road trip of all the things that we love, which are Mayan ruins and cenotes. So we went to what I think is the last of the large Mayan cities to visit. It's called Calakmul, and it's in southern Yucatan. It's just right on the border of Guatemala, and it's one of, I believe it to be one of the three major Mayan civilizations, like that ruled in the peak of the Mayan civilization. And so we decided to go there, but it was like an 8.5-hour drive. That's a whole other story in and of itself, but we made it.
Okay.
But it's like in the cuts, which means it's like very secluded and it's hard to get to, which also means less tourists.
Right.
So we enter the ruins. Okay, it's kind of a long story. I'll try to make it fast. There is a government hotel that they built next to the ruins for you to stay in. And this hotel, it's so beautiful, but it's like, I was describing it as like, it's like if somebody had a checklist of like a nice hotel needs a big swimming pool, shuttle vans, fancy outfits, a pool table, but nothing is run smoothly.
Right.
Like it's run by robots, seemingly. Like we got our dinner, everything was served late. The server was like, be careful, your bowl of soup is hot. And I touched it, it was cold. I was like, it's not hot at all. What, like, are these people real? But also it's just, Mexico being Mexico, and it was just funny, right? So anyways, we asked them, like, because the ruins were like an hour away, or 11 kilometers, but it would take like half an hour. We're like, oh, do you have a shuttle to the ruins? And they were like, no, we don't. But out our window, there were like 6 shuttle vans. And we're like, then where do they go? Like, where else are they shuttling? They just sit there. And also, this is one hotel, literally in the middle of like 30 kilometers of jungle. Yet the only view we had was of
the shuttles.
The parking lot, when the beautiful, gorgeous, lush jungle is all around us. So anyway, it was just funny, but it was a beautiful hotel. They literally played White Lotus music in the mornings. I took a video of myself like looking around all scared with the music because it was a beautiful hotel, but just very funny service-wise. But anyways, back to Calakmul. So this is an ancient Mayan city. And when you enter, there's like historic facts, right? And so the first thing you see, I have to because I had to write this note. So the first thing you see is who discovered Calakmul.
Oh, Lord.
And it says,
it.
in 1931, it was discovered by American biologist Cyrus Lundell, who was guided there by local guides. Like, if he was guided there by locals, then the locals discovered it. An American is in the books as discovering it.
Yeah.
Please explain this
Gulf
to me.
of America.
Yeah. Explain to me how he discovered it. He did not discover it. He had the means to photograph or topography maps. He had the resources, but the locals discovered it and they brought him there. And I don't want to talk shit about this guy because, I'm sure the locals trusted him to a certain degree to bring him Sure.
Sure.
to this major Mayan, town, city, but like, he didn't discover it, right?
Make it make sense.
The first sentence in Who Discovered Calakmul is an American.
Probably
And then-
white guy,
And
right?
then this is the thing that fucking pissed me off too. All they say about the local tour guide was Garcia. His name is Garcia. Not even first and last name. It's just by local tour guide Garcia. Like, oh my God, that pissed me off. So that's my this bitch. Because, like, look, maybe Mr. Lundell was and it's not his fault, I guess, but this bitch didn't discover Calakmul. He did not. The locals did, and they brought him there. So that's my this bitch.
She's
end.
heated, y'all. She's heated.
But also, I will say it is worth the trek. It's my favorite ruins I've ever been to. The highest pyramid that we got to, temple that we got to climb up was 148 feet above the jungle.
Ooh.
You're on top of the jungle. You see the tops of the trees,
Wow.
and you can see all the way to Guatemala from there.
Oh,
It
shit.
is incredible. I highly recommend it for anybody that likes, ruins and ancient Mayan history. This was the most impressive and fun ruins that I've ever been to. Archaeological site. It's UNESCO protected.
Ooh, wow.
In the middle of the jungle. I highly recommend it. It was the best time ever. But that was just like,
Yeah.
okay, all right, everybody.
Can't have nice things.
Let's rewrite this and make
Yeah.
it
Real.
real.
And correct.
Fake news.
I mean, that's, yeah.
Look, I love this guy for
Sure.
putting it on blast and telling people like there's this
he
incredible
did not
thing.
discover
But he
it.
didn't discover it. That's
No.
it. He did. I'm sure he was great with the community and whatever, but
I hope so.
he didn't
We don't-
discover
we
it
don't know
though,
that.
dude.
Yeah. Did you discover that?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
even know what your question is. I did.
Okay. Good. Let's see. What is I actually have a really easy this bitch. The Muni Queen. That's what I'm calling her. This
good, yeah.
bitch. I guess, I don't know, it was in the last couple weeks, was on one of our buses in San Francisco. It's called Muni. Well, our public transportation is called Muni. She was obviously downtown. So, I mean, one of us in our collective in San Francisco probably know this queen. She was not having it one morning. I just reposted it again on our Instagram stories. Like, I'm going to just keep reposting it. It's my brain normally,
Yeah.
but quiet on the inside. Everything she said, I would love to say out loud on Muni, and just going off on everyone, talking about how there are literally people being kidnapped off the streets in downtown San Francisco by ICE. Why isn't anyone fucking mad? And everyone was like looking at her as the crazy person, and she's just going off like, I'm the crazy one. Like, I just saw on my Instagram feed people literally being kidnapped off the streets here in San Francisco. Kids in Gaza are being bombed, and I'm crazy, and no one else is feeling this way. And then the best part of this is, over the intercom you could hear, like, I'm not even gonna say that, but you could hear the bus driver say, please be quiet, you're disrupting the peace. And she's like, I don't have to be quiet for you to move the bus. And it was perfect, because then the doors close and the bus goes, and she's still going off. And I love her. So she's this bitch, and I can't wait to meet her one day in real life. And I want to know what preempted her to like just fucking go off the rails, because I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I see her.
No, nothing that she was saying was out of pocket. Everything is everything that we think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
So that's my this bitch. I want to say happy 12 years of Bitch Talk. Thank you, Ange.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Thank you. And yeah, let's keep bitching, because there's a lot to bitch about.
Exactly. And let's keep celebrating our neighborhoods, because
Yes.
we love our city. And we hope you celebrate some of these businesses that we talked about in this episode. Reach out to us if you have any questions. We're happy to answer them for you about the Inner Richmond, because this is the place to be.
Yeah. Support small businesses. Support public radio.
We'll see you on the streets.
Bye.
Bitch.
Thanks for joining us on today's show. You can find more information about this episode in our show notes.
If you're missing us, you can visit us at bitchtalkpodcast.com to sign up for our newsletter and buy us a cup of coffee.
Did you know we're also on the radio? You can find us at bff.fm.
And lastly, rate and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. All the cool bitches are doing it.